YouTube Shorts. You know it? You might like it, but you probably fucking hate it. So in today's video, in these exact steps, this is what we're going to do. Number one, we're going to take a look at the kind of content that's being uploaded to YouTube Shorts. Number two, we're going to go over the program itself. And number three, we're going to go on to what kind of people use YouTube Shorts and how to get rid of them, or in other terms, bully the fuck out of them. So, let's get started. Alright, so, after about 2 hours of watching random content at ×2 speed, I think I finally curated a prime selection of YouTube Shorts. I watched a lot of popular content, mostly stuck to the trending tab, so this is probably the most accurate to what a lot of people are doing. So, first, let's go through all the TikToks. Every time I see a TikTok, I'm gonna put one on the counter there. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. And that was all the TikToks I got in my first recommendation. So after watching WAP for the millionth fucking time, I finally have a good selection of YouTube Shorts, and showed you that, guys, a quick little TikTok compilation. There were about 6 of them. So, for the rest of the content, most of it is just some of those classic videos from 2008. Nothing wrong there. I got those like 3 out of 10. The other kinds are GTA funny moments recorded in vertical, and this one person, which doesn't... I'm not going to get into their content because it's not really predatory. They seem like they're making kids content for a good cause. But what I am going to take offense to is the fact that this isn't really well tailored to my recommendations for YouTube Shorts. Because if you see from this pie chart here, I only watched about 5 or so minutes of kids content. Not really enough to get a serious amount of recommended to me. Which brings me on to the next part of this video. So Google, you've made some good products, but you also made a couple stinkies in the mix. But so why does YouTube Shorts exist in the first place? Well, if you don't know, TikTok was in a bit of a pickle around 3 months ago. They were going to get cock-slapped by the US government, and fucking Walmart and some other company decided to buy them their freedom once again. But YouTube had to keep that there to say that they weren't copying TikTok. My other problem with YouTube Shorts is that because of its restriction on vertical recording, it curates some of the worst fucking content of all time. For example, here's a quick criteria list of what you must have to be qualified to get into YouTube Shorts. Number 1, vertical recording. Number 2, that crispy dispy 144p. Number 3, Parkinson's disease. The cameraman must have Parkinson's disease. But the recommendations aren't that good. It's kind of easy to see that YouTube just slapdashed this together in about a month. And hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, I publish content roughly once every week, so if you want to see any future uploads, or just like the channel in general, or want to see me improve, hit that subscribe button. Next week, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I know my content's going to keep improving, so stick around if you want to see that. And worst of all, there's a lot more evidence to see that YouTube just slapped this together in about a month. For example, if you go down to the comments section, you can't sort by new comments, no matter what you do. All you get is like, dislike, subscribe, top comments, which is a big problem, because it allows shit like this to flourish, and was the birthplace of LOL mobile gaming, a content creator that I think all of us despise. And call me a 90-degree angle because I am so fucking tilted at this. There's a lot of things. The YouTube Shorts interface and YouTube in general is just so shit for the average viewer. For example, there are a lot of things that some slimier content creators will just brush under the rug that you will have no idea about. For example, here's a quick one. The best way to get a YouTube video recommended to less people is not to dislike it, to not leave a hate comment, and just click off the video immediately once you know you've been clickbaited or the content's just terrible. That's the best and easiest way to get that video recommended to less people, because the way it works is if you interact with the content creator at all, even through a dislike or a hate comment, that is interaction, and that counts positively towards their impressions, where it can get recommended to more people and clicked on by more. So there's a lot of dishonesty in the interface in general, And the fact that you can disable this kind of shit on YouTube Shorts in the first place is just so terrible. I'm so fucking sick. And finally, mate, the part of the video you've been waiting for. How do you get these people to fuck off? Well, first off, there are 3 main types of them. Number 1, you have the TikTok re-uploaders. Number 2, you have the gamers. And number 3, you have just average, everyday, normal people who happen to be slightly fucked in the head. So, number 1, how do you get rid of the TikTokers? Bring a balloon with you. Uninflated, inflated, cram it up your ass. Just bring a balloon with you, and if you see one of these people in the wild who can be easily identified by their perm, take out your balloon and begin blowing it up like this. Then just rub it on your stomach, and then touch their head with it. Immediately, you will see their hair frizz up, and then begin to tear up a slight bit. And likely after that, they will run away or try to fight you, but it doesn't matter if they try to fight you because they run on soy and you can kick their ass easily. Now, number 2, the gamers. Well, you're not likely to encounter these people in person because they're likely creating new clips for their GTA 5 funny moments montage or stealing them from others. All you have to do is find them outside. They're likely 600 pounds and you can easily run away from them. But if you just can't run, let's say you're somewhere stuck in a hallway or a closet or something, push them over, they'll fall on their back like a turtle and not be able to get up. Or if they're the stick bug type, when they try to punch you, just grab their arm, snap it in half. As easy as that. Number 3, the average day person who's slightly fucked in the head. Well, you don't really want to fight these people or get rid of them. Just politely please ask them to fuck right off, and they most likely will, with a solid fuck you, see you later bitch, and they're gone. So that was the end of the video. If you like that one, well, the newest video link is kind of broken at this time, so just slum around on the channel. I'm pretty sure there's some good videos in there, and hit that subscribe key if you really enjoyed the content, or click on God's favorite playlist featured prominently in the bottom left corner. It gets